Imagine a bustling city full of roads and delivery trucks. These pathways are essential, carrying vital supplies to every corner, keeping the city alive and thriving. Now look at a simple plant, perhaps a flower in your garden or a mighty oak tree in a park. It may seem still and quiet on the outside, but within its stem and leaves, there is a hidden world of activity. Plants, much like that busy city, have their own intricate transport system. They have a network of tiny tubes that act like highways, constantly moving essential materials from one part of the plant to another. This system is crucial for their survival and growth. This internal transport network is responsible for a very important job. It must carry water and food throughout the plant's entire body. Just as we need water to drink and food to eat, plants have the very same needs to live. But a plant cannot simply walk to a tap for a drink or open a refrigerator for a snack. It must find these resources in its environment and then move them to where they are needed most. The roots are deep in the soil, while the leaves are high up in the air, reaching for the sunlight. The plant's internal highway system connects these two very different worlds, ensuring every single part gets its share. Every part of the plant has a specific role to play in this grand operation. The roots act as the plant's anchor, but they are also its primary water collectors, like tiny straws burrowing into the moist earth. The leaves are the plant's solar-powered kitchens, using the energy from the sun to create sugary food. The stem, which gives the plant its structure and support, is the main thoroughfare for all this traffic. It houses the bundles of tubes that make up this incredible transport system, allowing for the constant, silent flow of life-giving substances. This is a journey that happens every second of every day, in every plant on Earth. Understanding this system is like discovering a secret. It reveals that plants are not passive things, but are incredibly dynamic and complex organisms. They have solved the challenge of getting what they need without being able to move around. Their transport system is a marvel of natural engineering, perfected over millions of years of evolution. It allows a towering redwood to lift water hundreds of feet into the air and a small daisy to feed its delicate petals. This network is the silent, beating heart of the plant world, a constant, flowing river of life hidden just beneath the surface. The incredible journey begins deep underground, in the dark, damp soil. Here, the plant's roots spread out like a vast net, searching for moisture. The very tips of these roots are covered in tiny, delicate root hairs, which greatly increase the surface area available for absorption. These root hairs act like microscopic sponges, soaking up water and dissolved minerals from the soil. This process, called osmosis, is how the plant takes its first long drink. The water passes from the soil through the outer cells of the root and into the very core, ready to begin its long ascent up the plant's stem. Once inside the root, the water enters a special set of tubes called the xylem. You can think of the xylem as the plant's plumbing system, a collection of incredibly thin, continuous pipes that run all the way from the roots, up through the stem, and into every single leaf. These tubes are strong and hollow, perfectly designed for their task. The water molecules cling to each other and to the sides of the xylem tubes, creating an unbroken chain of water. This chain is pulled upwards, almost like you are sipping a drink through a very, very long straw. It is a slow but steady climb against the force of gravity. But what provides the power to pull this water so high, especially in the tallest trees? The engine for this process is found in the leaves. As the sun shines, the leaves release water vapor into the air through tiny pores called stomata. This process is known as transpiration. As each water molecule evaporates from a leaf, it gently tugs on the molecule behind it in the xylem tube. This creates a continuous pulling force, a tension that draws the entire column of water up from the roots. It is a wonderfully efficient solar-powered pump that works silently all day long. This upward flow of water is absolutely essential for the plant. It not only rehydrates all the cells, keeping the leaves and stem firm and healthy, but it also carries vital minerals from the soil. These minerals, such as nitrogen and phosphorus, are like vitamins for the plant, necessary for building new cells and carrying out life's processes. The xylem, therefore, is more than just a water pipe. It is a delivery service for the fundamental building blocks the plant needs to grow tall and strong. Every drop of dew on a leaf in the morning is a sign that this amazing upward journey is working perfectly. While the roots are busy absorbing water, the leaves are high in the air, performing another kind of magic. The leaves are the plant's food factories. Using a brilliant green pigment called chlorophyll, they capture the energy from sunlight. They then combine this energy with the water brought up by the xylem and carbon dioxide taken from the air. This remarkable chemical reaction is called photosynthesis, and it produces a type of sugar, which is the plant's food. This sugary food is pure energy, ready to be used to fuel the plant's growth and repair. The leaves have essentially cooked a meal using only light, air, and water. Now that this delicious, energy-rich food has been made, it cannot simply stay in the leaves. Every part of the plant needs energy to live, including the parts that cannot see the sun, like the stem, the roots, and the flowers. This is where the second set of transport tubes comes into play. These tubes are called the phloem. If the xylem is like a one-way street carrying water up, the phloem is like a two-way road network, distributing the sugary food from the leaves to wherever it is needed. This process is called translocation, and it ensures that no part of the plant goes hungry. The phloem tubes carry the sugary sap, a thick, sweet liquid, to all living parts of the plant. Some of this food is sent downwards to the roots, providing them with the energy they need to grow deeper into the soil and continue absorbing water. Some is sent to growing buds, new leaves, or developing flowers and fruits. The plant can even store this extra food for later use, much like we store food in a pantry. It might be stored in the roots, as we see in carrots or potatoes, or in seeds for the next generation. The phloem system is incredibly intelligent, directing supplies to the areas with the highest demand. This distribution system is a perfect example of cooperation within a living organism. The leaves, the food producers, share their bounty with the roots, the water collectors. In return, the roots provide the leaves with the water they need to make the food in the first place. It is a beautiful, self-sustaining cycle. The phloem acts as the delivery service, ensuring this partnership works smoothly. Without the phloem, the food made in the leaves would be trapped, and the rest of the plant, including the vital roots, would eventually starve, causing the entire organism to perish. This remarkable transport system is the secret to a plant's success. It allows a plant to act like a bridge between the sky and the earth. It draws water and nutrients from the soil and combines them with light and air from above. This ability to move resources internally is what allows plants to grow tall, produce flowers and fruits, and colonize nearly every habitat on our planet. Without these internal highways of xylem and phloem, plants would remain very small and simple, forever tied to the damp ground where they first sprouted. Their transport system is what gave them the power to build the lush green world we see today. The importance of this system extends far beyond the life of a single plant. It is in fact fundamental to almost all life on Earth, including our own. The photosynthesis that happens in the leaves, fueled by the water delivered by the xylem, releases oxygen as a byproduct. This is the very oxygen that we and countless other animals breathe to survive. Furthermore, the food created and distributed by the phloem forms the base of nearly every food chain. Animals eat plants to get their energy, and other animals eat those plant eaters. The plant's ability to make and move its own food is what feeds the world. When we look at a forest, a meadow, or even a simple blade of grass, we are witnessing the result of billions of these tiny transport systems working in unison. They are silently pulling water from the ground, creating food from sunlight, and shaping the environment around us. They help to regulate our climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. They prevent soil erosion with their strong roots, which are nourished by the food sent down through the phloem. The health of our planet's ecosystems is directly linked to the health and efficiency of the transport systems inside plants. So the next time you see a plant, take a moment to appreciate the incredible invisible journey happening within it. Remember the upward rush of water in the xylem and the downward flow of sugary food in the phloem. This constant silent movement is a lifeline. It not only sustains the plant itself, but also provides the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the stability of the world we live in. The humble transport system of a plant is truly one of nature's most vital and elegant creations, a green engine that powers our entire planet.